I've been shown that by changing my past, which has been very dark,
Yes.
and come up to the light, and when I see it in the light, I can see not only myself but the whole world.
Yes.
It's in that light.
Yes.
And when clients come to me, I experience very rapid healing with them.
Yes.
But can you expand on, it's more like I want to do more on the healing work I'm doing. And how can I develop more on my confidence in what I am doing?
So you're saying two things really. You see very rapid results, but it's not enough.
Yes.
You understand that that is a paradox?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So by letting go of that paradox, it will accelerate. You understand?
Yeah.
To the degree wherein it is relevant for you and your clients in every single individual co-creation of such sessions, whatever it is that you do together, that you facilitate, to the degree wherein it is relevant for either one of you. Because you will find as a facilitator, as a practitioner, that once in a while you will see a person that doesn't seem to transform or move as fast as perhaps you would like them to. Correct? Being okay with that
Yes.
actually helps
Yeah.
a lot more than resisting that or judging that.
Yeah.
So, you are to the best of your ability of service to every single person who seeks you out to play with, to see you as a mirror, yes, and rediscover more of who they really are.
Yes.
You bring them the highest degree of quality by continuing what you shared earlier on your own path, in your excitement, in your flow, in your passion, by healing those parts in yourself that you have discovered still need, in a sense, or could use some light, by lightening up. And in that sense, enlightening yourself. Because the more you enlighten you, the brighter your light will shine for others. But again, the more you fall in love with you, the more you will fall in love with others. And if you are truly in love with others, unconditionally in love with others, you will have zero expectation as to how they will respond to you.
Yes.
So, if they come to you for help and you give them all the light you've got, and it's not quote-unquote working for them, in other words, that resonance is not particularly fitting theirs, then what you've given them is the discovery that this is not working for them, which is good, which helps, because now they know, not this way, another way. Yes?
Yes.
That still helps them on their path. The brighter you shine, this goes for every single one of you. The more specific certain people will respond to you. The brighter and bolder you shine, the more you will also run into now and then. For some of you, this is more connected to your theme than for others. But you may run into people that cannot stand your light.
I know.
This is very interesting because you co-create that particular, you could say, interaction for you to see how that affects you and what particular shadow sides in you are triggered by seeing that. They, in that moment, are your teacher, are your guru, are your mirror. You can play with that and use that to ride the wave, to deepen your own process, to clear that up too, to bring that into the light and to love them for their resistance, because that exists too. Because that exists too, and if it exists, it must be there for a reason. And if you are in love with yourself, you understand that whatever you are creating for yourself in your perception of your reality as you subjectively create it for yourself, that every single thing must be there in divine order, even that.
Yes.
No matter what it looks like. And if you can love that, let's say that the stirring up reminders will no longer necessarily have a reason to come into your perception as messengers. And it will calm down, smooth out. You will find yourself stronger, surrounded by those that are on more similar energy frequencies. So the polarity, the contrast in that sense, begins to subside. But where you are right now, you are on the threshold. Everything suppressed right now within your society, on those of you who have chosen to be on this very rapidly shifting earth that is accelerating in your ascension time. Everything that has been suppressed in the so-called past, in a sense, needs to be purged, needs to come up for review. Now, not all of that needs to be seen by all of you. You will have your own higher self agreements with what particular messages, perhaps from the news, perhaps from a friend, perhaps in your private life, perhaps through your body. What particular messages of quote-unquote seeming darkness, because truly it is all equal, are still there to be processed for you to play with. And you will all be able to shift and sort through that and take the gifts from every single shadow. Because there is always, always, always a gift hiding behind it. For those who have the courage, in a sense, to face it, to look it in the eyes and say, bring it on. I know who I am. I know that you are. You must be there for a divine reason. I am choosing love towards you. Which does not necessarily mean, note for some of you here very strongly, doesn't mean you're being asked to paint everything over with nice pink rose and smile and hearts everywhere. It doesn't mean you don't say no. It means that you know yourself so deeply, so well, so strongly, so anchored in your own natural beingness. That you understand that saying yes and saying no are equal forms of clear communication to your surroundings. And you can say no without judgment. You can say no to a person without judgment. The reason why so many of you are scared to do that, to draw a certain line in your game, in your stage play, on this stage you call life, the reason that so many of you are afraid to say no in that manner is because you judge yourself for it. I'm not allowed to say that because then I'm no longer an enlightened person. I can't say stop to things that I don't like. But following your highest excitement will bring to the surface sometimes situations that are challenging. Because that is where there is room for expansion. Your heart shows you where there is room to grow. Where you are again inviting yourself to leave your comfort zone. You understand?
Yes, I do.
Does that help you?
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
It's another thing I'm thinking about. We are now changing our dream.
In a sense, you are every single moment.
Yeah, and this country is kind of tough to come forth.
If you say so.
Yeah, the government have made some rules, so I can't announce what I'm doing. I have to go by mouth.
And that is not announcing what you're doing?
Yeah, of course.
So
But
you can.
do you see a change in how we see life here in Norway?
We see change for every single person on your entire planet to the degree in which you are willing to see change for yourself. Because it is really, truly you that creates this reality in your perception of it. Now, is there a counter question for you if you would like to play and dance a little bit on this one? Is there one good reason why you would have implemented in your perception of reality this government stating the things that you have now just said they are stating? What does it help you to discover in yourself living in this country with that particular kind of government?
It actually make me more creative.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, that's one. You can make it a whole list if you want.
Yeah.
We know that you have no problem when we ask you what could go wrong to make a whole long list. No problem because you've been trained very, very well to do that. like that. But when we ask you what could go right because of this and this, okay, well, let me think. Train that muscle. If you want, you were pretty quick on this one, but for all of you, train that muscle. Because if you can see the plus in the so-called minus, you have neutralized it. And like we said before with the example of the dis-ease, only from neutral can you begin to allow change to flow in a whole lot easier.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Thank
Does
you.
that work for you?
Yes, it does.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.